this is Alex's sequence of movements. Hopefully this will take, by the time we've finished, around 15 minutes. Add that to the workout you've already had, and then I'm going to do you a video as well, a little bit on nutrition and what have you, and you've got a really nice set of exercises to follow. Always make sure you do the warm-up first, Alex, even if you don't do too many sets of them. So I keep looking around, so it sounds like somebody's coming through the door. I'm going to make a start now, okay? And follow your notes. I'm going to have to follow these, by the way, because obviously this is a customised sequence. There's no way I can remember all of them. Bear with me, okay? Music right down. Okay, so we're going to start with your chalk circle. Your pecs were tight on the right, so bear particular attention to the one on the right, adding weights if needs be. And I'm going to do this in same time, so you'll be following exactly as I do it now. You're nice and warm, I'm trusting. Okie doke. So start in a fetal position, palm to palm. Relax into that position. Lift the top palm so it's facing up. Inhale as you exhale. I want you to compress abdominals, which basically means you're drawing the belly button back into the spine. And all we're going to do first is do a circle round. As you take it round, you can follow the torso back, twist it back. Acknowledge where you might be tight here and simply come over. I'm going to do 4 circles, turn up. Try and keep your fingers in contact with the floor. Same thing again. This is almost like a warm-up. Notice where you're tight. I'm tight there. You could be tight higher. Over. Now we're going to slow this down. Palm up, keep the tummy tight. Over we go. Take it to where you found you were tight and do a windscreen. So you're literally up, down, up, down. If your hand's off the floor, hopefully it'll start to meet the floor. All the way over. Back to base. Palm up. This time I'm going to show you how you can progress this. So supposing one day you can go all the way around and there's very little tightness, all I want you to do is to lift your shoulder away from the floor, and that will increase the stretch. And over, and relax. Now while we're here, I'm going to do a sacroiliac stretch. To do that, all I'm going to do is take the hand out, hold it there, and then I'm going to look the opposite way to the way my knees are going. So I'm going to look over, hold it there. And this is stretching out the lower back. And we did notice you were a little tight in the lower back. And then what I'm going to do now is flip to the other side. I just want to get back on the mat a little. Same thing, sorry to turn my back. Palm up. So the first one's almost an experiment. See where you're tight. All the way round. Up and over the hip. And back. And again, same thing. All the way round. Again, acknowledge where you're tight. I'm very tight. I've still got this injury on my left. And over. Palm up. Take it back again. Oh, take it to the tightest portion and windscreen. Let's go for about 6. I'm pulling the shoulder away on this one because it's a little tight, as I said. Up and over the hip. Back to base. Curl back round. Palm up all the way round. And this one just irons out what you've done. Again, I'm going to lift the shoulder away a little bit. Keeping the tummy tight, just good practice. This is a Pilates exercise. Open up. Look the opposite way to the way your knees are going. And if you're tight in the sacroiliac, which is the little dimple at the bottom, it's underneath the dimple where the pelvis meets the spine, you'll feel this in this stretch now. Come back to centre. Okay, and from here, we're going to do a line adductor stretch because we found you were tight on the inner thigh, do you remember? So what we're going to do is open up and hold. Now your left adductor was a little tighter. I'm suggesting that you treat both adductors if they're tight. If one is tight, the other's susceptible to being anyway. From here, I'm just going to put a little rock in. And then I'm going to take it over to one side and lock one leg over. Okay, once you've got this leg there, breathe in. As you breathe out, place a little pressure with the hand. This is just another stretch on the inner thigh. Release. Come back to centre. Rock again. Keep pushing the knees out a little, but this is also nice to mobilise the spine. Over we go. Okay, so you're just connecting the foot to the floor, and the spare hand then, you're just going to put a little light pressure. Always hold these stretches. You could count, say, to 8 beats. Come back to neutral. Just hug the knees into the chest. And then we're going to go into a lower back massage, which is like this. Beautiful way to strengthen, lengthen out the back. A modification, Alex, is to put the forearms underneath. And that way, everything just forces the knees in a little, so the whole of the stretch is a little tighter. And then we're going to come up. Fantastic. From here, we're going to go into a quad stretch, and again, I'm going to show you a modification. So the ideal way to do that is on your last lower back massage, you're going to come up, take your legs to one side, lean to the other side, pick up the top leg, and we're going to ease this back because you showed us hip flexor tightness and quads. I'm going to hold this here. Breathe in as you breathe out, and place the knee down to the floor. Now the whole point of this stretch is you keep the heel pressed in towards the bottom. Don't let go of that. Breathe in as you breathe out, I want you to arch back. Keep this heel in. And push the hip bone forward. And that'll give you a really nice stretch right down the quads, the front of the thigh, and across the hip flexor here. Just hold that stretch. With all of these stretches, use your breathing to relax into it. And then a modification, or in fact not a modification, a progression, in time, you might be able to rock up onto this front knee, and again push the hip flexor forward. And that just frees up the hip. And then from there, we're going to come back into a lower back massage. We're going to hit the opposite side. So coming up now, this time, legs to the left. Hook on, draw the knee back. Heel into the bottom, hopefully now you can see that better. Breathing out, knee goes down. Breathing out, slide back a little, arch back. Whew, that's a strong stretch. Now this is my tight side, so I can really feel this. And then again, if not now, in the future, you can come up high, ease the knee back. If you're not able to do that now, just stay where you were and keep that stretch. And down. Okay, from here, this again will free up the lower back, hitting a very deep muscle called quadratus lumborum. It is a bit of a mouthful. So we're going to go up and over. So at first I just want you to do lateral flexion. And then lateral flexion over to the other side. Once you've got into the stretch, just shallow breathe, keep the tummy compressed. Over to the other side again. Hand to centre, and then I want you to work it back. Breathing out, come a little deeper. Every time you go a little deeper, also work on the retraction, so you're taking the top hand back. Inhale out, exhale a little deeper, retract back. And it's around now, it's really kicking in a deep, deep muscle. It travels from the pelvis right through the body to connect to a lower rib. And then an advancement from here would be to leave your torso in the same place, take this hand to the centre. Again, if you're not able to do this yet, stay with the stretch that we've just been doing. Then upright yourself and look over your left shoulder. Back to centre. Now over to the other side. So we're anchoring onto the lower side. Again, now this is my tight side. We've all got these little anomalies going on. Breathing out, lateral flexion to start. Hand to centre, retract. Hold it there. If at any point during any of these stretches you start to shake a little bit, you've gone too far, too soon, just release back off. Breathing out, lateral flexion, retraction, rib cage travelling towards the thigh. Then use your breathing to relax into the stretch. One last one, inhale, exhale, a little deeper, a little more retraction, hold. And again, either stay there or top hand over, other hand behind, then upright yourself. Always slowly, coming from a high degree of flexion there, looking over your right shoulder. Back to centre. From there, I keep twisting around because I'm obviously aware of trying to give you good shots. We're going to go into a low back massage and then we're going to flip up. So you wouldn't need to move. I'm moving around to come into the low back massage. There we go, and I'm going to flip up. I'm going to twizzle round onto all fours. Now, with you wanted to express an interest, Alex, in improving strength. So I'm putting a little strength. All of this is strength work, to be honest, but we're going to do a little, almost conditioning, if you like. I'm going to start with press-ups. The most basic one is a box press-up. Hopefully you can see at that angle that everything is more or less at 90 degrees. I'm going to take my knees out a little, and I'm going to show you some press-ups here, and then how to progress. So we're going to go down over 4, 3, keep the tummy tight, flat back, then lift for 4, 3, 2, 1, and again, down for 4, 3, 2, 1, lift 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 of these all told. 3, 1, lift. Nice and slow, and again. And lift. Now you're going to keep this going all the way to progress. Is to take the hands forward, come up onto your thighs, cross your feet behind you. So this is a 3/4 press up. And we're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, 1, lift, lift. And down again. Lift, lift. So from here, our palms are up, forehead to the floor, relax. Use your breathing to relax, melt into the mat. Hands ahead. Now I'm going to show you some stretches. It's a little mixture of back mobilisation exercises. So back onto all fours, knees together. Cat stretch. We're going to bend the elbows, flex the elbows. Back up to the ceiling, chin into the chest, send the tummy into the spine. And then come into neutral. Then cow pose, where you dip the back and you look up. Keep taking the tailbone up towards the ceiling, keep the tummy tight. And then neutral. Turtle pose is slightly harder to master. With this one, you want to keep the elbows out but drop between the shoulder girdle. Can you see what I'm doing there? So you create a crease between the shoulder blades and then up. And then we've got a sideways pose, so hip rocks to the side, neutral. Other side, neutral, without dipping the back. We're going to go through this 4 times. So, dipping the elbows, cat stretch, chin to the chest, splay the elbows or push the floor away, neutral, cow pose. Take time with these. With this one, keep the tummy tight. Neutral. Turtle. Neutral. Hip rock. Centre for the obliques pinching here. Hip rock. Centre. Dip, cat stretch. Last set. Neutral, cow pose, neutral, turtle, neutral, hip rock, one side, neutral, other side, keeping the tummy pinched up, neutral. I'm going to put in another child pose as per your notes. All the way down, relax. With this, I'll take 5 deep breaths, let it all go. Learn the art of relaxation is to let all the muscles chill. Hands ahead. Now we're going to do a thoracic windmill. I'm going to show you progression here as well. So if I start on the left, so you can see first, right into centre, left arm out. I think we did this in the warm-up, but I will show you a progression. So, thoracic rotation, which we found you were a little lacking in. Not bad though. Turn the palm back, work it back. To rest on top of the coccyx, and then just do that little retraction of the shoulder. My hips are fixed. That's a beautiful thing about this exercise, when your hips are fixed, therefore the middle back has to move. Okay, up and over, on top of the other hand comes out, up we go, turn back, on top of the coccyx, draw the shoulder back. Up and over, back to neutral. Now you can do the same thing again, but I'm going to put a progression in for you just to show you where you can go with this. In fact, it's a double progression. I'll show you now. Okay, so up we go, exactly the same as before. Turn the palm back as before, but this time we're going to lift away from the mat at the front, and then we're going to windmill back. Now, version 1. Is to windmill until you're on your tall hand, tall arm if you like. And then you're going to breathe in as you breathe out. If you can, push the bottom away. And you get a lovely hip flexor stretch on To come out, lead with the top hand, other one windmills over and down. Other side, retract, hold that retraction, turn back, lift away, rock back, tall hand version, breathe in, out, push the bottom up. Short hand version, harder, centre off, breathe in, out, push the bottom up. Down, either way, this hand leads you out of it. From here, separate the hands and come up into downward dog. So downward facing, plant the heels down. I'm always saying it's good to fidget in these poses, you want to get everything right. Press into the hands, draw the rib cage down towards the thigh, and then you can either walk in, step in, or jump in. Okay? From here, we're going to stay low, arms out to the side, take your hands ahead, pendulum fingers, and push it away. Try and get the back flat. From here, elevate. Again, I'm turning, you don't have to turn. Heels, toes. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Now, take out the pendulum. As you breathe out, squeeze these arms back. And we're going to come into plie. So I'm going to turn the heels in. Inhale as you exhale, come down into a deep plie. As deep as you can. Turn the feet forward. Let the hands go. Push the floor away. Hold this stretch. Okay, from here, we're going to end up with a standing rotation, thoracic rotation again. So we're going to come up and over, rock forward. Take the hand to centre, very similar to what we did earlier, and then retract it back. Notice I'm bending into this knee, give me a little more range of movement. Palm down, flex in the elbow, and take this round. You're looking for a rotation from the waist, so try to open the chest up to the ceiling. Just turn the notes, lovely. Push into the support of your hand to come out of this. Up and over to the other side. Again, rock forward, bending into this side knee. Hand to centre, work it back. Palm down, flex the elbow, wriggle this hand round, open up the chest. Come to centre. Lastly, we noticed your neck was a little tight, as is mine, trust me today. So the last thing I'm going to show you are some pinner stretches. These are gold, Alex, watch. And repeat these if you want to at the end. All I want you to do, start by warming up the neck. So look to the right, look left. If you've done your warm up, you should be fairly warm already everywhere. Look left. Centre, tilt down. This is just warming you up for what's to come. If you do this at home, don't take the neck back. Don't ever do that. You can impinge your neck. Tilt your head. Centre, tilt your head. Centre, rotate. Centre, rotate. Centre, tip forwards. Centre, tilt. Centre tilt, still warming. Centre. You'll notice I'm not very good with my range of movements, but actually still got this pull. This is just what I need. Okay, now, take your palm, place it to the same side, create a brace. What I want you to do is take your head right round to one side, and then push against your own palm. It doesn't have to be much of a push. Hold, Release, look further round, look in, go back but not as far. Inhale, as you exhale, push, gentle pressure, that's all you need. Hold. Release, look round, look in, just a little further in. Breathe in, out, push. Look round, look front, other side. So you start around as you can go really. Inhale, exhale, again, push into his palm. Release, look round, look in, look back, but not as far. And again. I'm not pushing hard. Release, look round, look centre, just a little way off. Okay, relax through the shoulders. Release, look round, look centre. So far so good? Now we're going to do a bit of stretch, working the back of the neck, so tilt the chin forward, fingertips to your crown, same principle. Inhale as you exhale, and you're just going to put a little light pressure, so you're pushing against your own hands, looking more or less down on the floor. Keep light pressure on. Inhale, exhale, let go, chin further down, lift up, and now you're a little higher. Breathe in as you breathe out. Push against your hands. Inhale as you exhale, look down, look up. Same principle, push again, pushing the shoulders down so your shoulders are relaxed. PNF by the way stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And we're basically asking the muscle to cheat in a little bit. It's the best kind of stretching, it's really good. Inhale, exhale, release, look down, look up. Now around this time I start to feel as if I'm floating, it's really nice. These are the muscles that really get me. I'm going to do my better side first. Okay, so take the head over, so we're tilting it far to one side. Be careful with these, don't push too far. Inhale as you exhale again, create pressure. Inhale, exhale, let go. Whoa, up, back again. Inhale as you exhale. So a little less of a tilt now. Press again. Hope you get as much from these as I do. Let go. Okay, so we're nearly upright. Inhale as you exhale again. A little light pressure. Halfway to the lower. Exhale, let go. Whoa, this is going to hurt. Over to the other side. I think I slept badly. Breathe in as you breathe out, so we're tilting as far as we can. Light pressure again. Hold it there. Again, with all these stretches, remember what I said? Relax into them. Inhale as you exhale, release. Oh, play that one a little higher up. Inhale, exhale, light pressure. Inhale, exhale, release. A little higher up. It's so much better. I'm in the perfect position to feel the difference as well. Breathe in, out, and let it go. Now try again. Look right. Look left. Centre. Tilt. Tilt, centre, chin repeat the whole thing again if you